morning, everybody. That's a great song, isn't it? You like it? Nice. Awesome. Thank you. How's everybody doing? Let me just get the lights there. Thank you. All sleep well?
Yes.
Rested?
Yes.
Ready for day 2?
Yes.
Oh my God, this energy is amazing. I think we've got a couple of empty seats because somebody's getting married today or something like that. Is that right? Is it? I don't know much about them. I'm Irish. Can I just, first of all, just start off by saying just one thing, and I just want to make this clear with everybody because I had a few people asking me yesterday. I was not the team member that crashed the car. I was not the team member that crashed the car. And when Eric was telling the story, I was sitting down the back of the room and everybody's heads kept going like this. And I'm sitting there going, wasn't fucking me. Wasn't me that crashed the car, just clearing that up there now as well. So, did we all have a great day of learning yesterday? Yes. So, the first thing that I'm going to get you guys to do this morning is because, I want you to repeat after me, teaching. Is learning. And before we dive into all the content that Eric has to share with you guys here today, it's really crucial that we just instill the learning and that we share it with each other in groups. So in a moment, not just right now, I'm going to ask you guys to all get into groups of 5. Into groups of how many? 5. Right? Now, whenever I give you the command, you don't stand there and wait for somebody to come to you. Let's make it fast. Let's make it quick. Get into groups of 5. Introduce yourself, and we're going to share what you guys had learned with each other yesterday. No, not yet, not yet. Don't be working out your groups just yet. Not yet, not yet. In a moment. And as you can see all around the room, the team, our beautiful team, have put up some of the things that Eric was sharing on the flip chart. So it's make reference to that because sometimes we sort of drift and we can say to ourselves, that's cool. But what you will notice as well is that there's going to be other people within your group who's going to share something and they've had a different realization that what you did not have, right? So if we can all please stand up. Yeah. And if we can get ourselves into groups of 5, that's perfect. Okay, how was that? Yeah? Did everybody learn something? Yes. Did everybody share in their groups what they learned? Yes. Yeah? Everybody had enough time? Yeah. And I think this exercise is really crucial because it's very interesting to see how you are as a person. Are you the first person to speak? Are you someone who maybe doesn't speak as much? Maybe for some people you didn't participate at all. But that's okay because that's where you are right now and that's just how it is lining out for you. But if we could just have everybody's attention here, please. Thank you. Because this is a crucial element whenever it comes to these events, 3 days events, when we're going through so much information. Sometimes we feel completely bombarded with information, but it's cool to take a time in the morning before we start into the new content of today to reiterate and just to go over all these tools and strategies that Eric and every other speaker or team member had shared with you guys on the stage here yesterday. So, how many people here raised their hand yesterday whenever they said that they were action takers? Nice and high? Yeah? Everybody? Okay, so let's put that to the test. Who would like to share? Who would like to be the first person? Oh, this guy here. Andrea.
Good morning, everyone. So what I learned from yesterday, it was about opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see an opportunity, grab it.
Nice.
Say yes first, like Richard Branson said. Say yes first and figure out later how to solve it.
Nice.
So just like now.
Nice. Give him a hand. Okay. Anybody else? This lady behind. What's your first name?
Heidi.
Heidi. Everybody say Heidi.
Hi, everyone. Yesterday, what I learned is, at the beginning of the business, don't try to be creative. Try to model the success business model. Then after you get the result, then you can be creative.
Nice. Give her a hand. Nice. This lady here. Just got a mic. What's your first name?
Esther.
Everybody say hi, Esther.
Hi, Esther. Hi, everyone. It's like what Andrea said. For me, what stood out was when he said, when an opportunity comes, grab it. So today, I brought samples of the clothings. I've brought samples of my food.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm going to pitch as well. I haven't slept. I've been cooking all night, and yeah.
Nice.
So-
Nice. Nice. Just this lady behind as well, please. What's your first name again?
Hello, everyone. My name is Vidya.
Everybody
Sri
say hi, Vidya.
Hi. The most important thing I learned yesterday is not to change other people. My husband is totally opposite to me. I think I am negative. I'm too much of a positive person. And my husband is just the opposite. Just the opposite. And all these years, I've been trying to convert him, change him to believe. So I realized yesterday that you don't need to do that. So just accept him as he is. He will change when he has to.
Beautiful.
So-
Beautiful. Give a hand. Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. I always find that very interesting, and especially as we go through the days, we're going to get into much more deeper content. Obviously, today is a lot of the strategy side of things, so that you guys can leave here and start implementing to start seeing results. How many people excited about that? Yes. Nice. Okay, I'd just like to share with you guys just what you had said, Andrea and Esther. You had been talking about grabbing opportunity. One thing I just want to tell you guys right now is that I would not be sat or standing in this position right now if I had not have grabbed opportunities. When an opportunity comes, you must grab it. And I have people still to this day coming up to me from back home anytime I fly home saying, how is it that you get to travel with this guy? You get to speak on different stages with a couple of hundred people in a room at a time. It didn't just come to me. Eric didn't just fly over to Ireland and say, Liam, will you please come to one of my Superpower Live events and come and speak on stage? That doesn't happen. And like I said yesterday, if you want something that you've never had, you have to be willing to do something that you've never done. And do you think that was the most comfortable thing, getting on a one-way flight over here to come and meet all these positive woo-woo people down the back of the room? No. Do you think it was comfortable having to tell people who, back in Ireland, only know society's conditioned ways of living, that I was going to surround myself in a room with people like this? That wasn't the easiest thing that I had to do. But I knew that if I wanted the results that I'm now living, the positioning that I've got right now, the lifestyle that I am blessed to wake up and live every single day, I had to be willing to put my skin in the game before this guy was going to invest his time and effort in me and this incredible team down the back of the room to see that I had the commitment, that I had the determination, that I had the drive and the knowing that my mission and my dream was much bigger and much stronger than what society had expected of me back home. And just to go on to share with you that so many people come up to me and say, Liam, how is it that you get to spend so much time with Eric? You seem to be traveling a lot with him now. I do, but it didn't just happen overnight. And I know he shared yesterday, he said that his patience is tested, especially with the Irish one on the team, right? And I'm not going to lie, I actually agree, right? Because I ask a lot of questions. The team, I think, will back me up on this one, right? But I was brought up in a household where mum and dad said, especially dad said, if you don't ask Liam, you won't get. How many people have heard that before? Yeah. If you don't ask, you won't get. So of course I arrive over here, and then anytime I see Eric sitting there, I'm just sitting there going, here, Eric, you know this here, and he's trying to eat his food, and he's all like, and I'm just sitting there going, well, I was told that if I don't ask, I won't get. But maybe my ask is but hey-ho. I needed to ask the questions that I needed the answers to in order to get the results that I wanted, in order to get to be living the lifestyle that I'm now living, because I opened my mouth, because I became more vocal, because I put myself in a position of getting uncomfortable in order to get wherever it is that I want to get. And there's one thing I just want to tell you guys here today and let this message land with you. If you're someone who's in a comfortable position right now, get out. if it's very comfortable, if it's just you're just doing enough to get by, to just pay the bills, to just do okay, get out. Unless you want to stay there. I'm not, like this lady said, I'm not here to change anybody. I'm just here to give advice. You know, if you want that lifestyle that you've never had, you have to get out of that comfort zone and you have to be willing to do something that you've never done. And it was one particular opportunity that I was presented with last year. I'm like the Irish one. I'm just like open to anything. The team called me yes man. You tell me to do something, I'll go do it. Even if it's something crazy, I'll just say yes before I even think of it. But I can honestly share with you guys that the more I keep saying yes, the more opportunities just keep coming. The more times I keep saying yes, the more results keep coming. It just won't stop. I'm like a human magnet. But I want to share with you as to why that's powerful. You see, we attended a mastermind trip of Eric's, I think, back out in October. Was it October or November of last year? I believe, I think it's actually in your brochure. Has anybody got their brochure right there? I think it's in your brochure as one of our events. Oh, this one here, the white sheet. Yeah, I think it's called Mastermind Trip. Is it in Mastermind Trip in Vietnam? Yeah, it was a mastermind trip out in Vietnam. And I believe what's the investment for that trip? 25K. Not the retreat, there's a mastermind trip in there. I think it was like, yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, there was one particular 6997, okay, for a mastermind trip, not the platinum retreat, no, not the platinum retreat. And it was an investment for a mastermind trip, not the retreat that's in your brochure. I attended a mastermind trip, and the investment for that was 6997. Now, I can remember I saw that at the time, and I was like, I need to go on this. Because when I was sat in this seat right here, you've got the great seat today, Eric was sat there, and I remember saying to myself, this guy's got the knowledge and the information that I want. This guy's got the results that I want. He's got the pull and power that I want. He's speaking on international stages, which I want. And I said to myself, I've been sat back home in Ireland this whole time in my beautiful little office that I'd created for myself, thinking I can do it by myself when there's somebody who's got the results that I already want. So what I'm trying to get at here is that if you want something in life, you have to find somebody who's got the results that you want. And this is just a little secret that I'm sharing with you guys. Find somebody who's got the results that you want and learn from the person who's got them results. Why do you think that's beneficial? What's that going to save you? Time. Anything else? Sweat. Energy. Mistakes. Money. Avoiding the mistakes. Exactly. That's exactly it. And I can remember saying to myself, like, I've witnessed it way too long. Back home, especially where I'm from, so many people going down this path of life, and they get to their 40s, their 50s, their 60s, and then boom, that's when the regret pops in. That's when they say, I wish I had have done. Or I wish I had have had somebody to guide me from those mistakes that I was making. But I was too quiet. I went with society's conditioned ways. And I wanted that to, I wish I had have done. And I heard that way too many times to say to myself, I'm not going to fall through with that. 21 at the time, I said to myself, I'm making the commitment today, exactly a year ago. I shared yesterday on the stage. I'm making the commitment that I'm going to live my life to the full now at 21. I'm going to learn from the best of the best now at 21. I'm going to put society's conditioned thoughts to one side of my teachers and parents and friends telling me that I need to go to university in order to be successful. I'm putting that to one side because I've witnessed somebody who's got the results. I've spoke to a team who's living the lifestyle that I want to be living every single day. I'm just going to model what they're doing. I'm going to find my way to come in. I'm going to find my way to speak to these people. And one thing Eric had shared that particular day was he said, Liam, well, no, he didn't say it specifically to me, but I heard it as him saying it to me, because he said it to everybody. He said, If you're willing to put your skin in the game, I'll put my skin in the game. I'm sitting there going, I'm so in. Which led to me booking a one-way flight the whole way from Ireland, one way, packing up a suitcase and jumping on a one-way flight the whole way over here and never looking back. And it's been the most transformational year of my life for a 21-year-old. It's been the most freedom lifestyle way of living that I have ever experienced or witnessed for myself. But why am I sharing this with you? Why am I'm not up here to boost myself and say, look at me. I'm here to share that because this is possible for you. And this is possible for every single one of you guys sitting here. Because there's no difference in me. There's no difference in you guys. You all have the same 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year is what I have. Opportunities galore all around this room. It's just having that drive, that commitment, that determination to say to yourself, I'm putting society's conditioned ways to one side for today, and I'm stepping out, and I'm going to make that difference and be that difference that I want to make in this world. And whenever people, now listen, when you land back to an Irish mother and father to ask them for $7,000 to go on a mastermind trip, what do you think the initial response is? Exactly, but no, they weren't really that bad. I'm only joking. The questionnaire came out. You know, the questionnaire, the whole like scripted questionnaire, who is it? What is it that you're doing? That's crazy because they don't know anything different, and you can't blame them, right? We really can't blame them. So many people say, like, you know, they allow parents, friends, family, people to get in the way of their big goals, dreams, and aspirations. I'm telling you one thing, whenever I went back, I was not allowing anything to stop. Nothing was going to stop me because I knew when I was sat there, that this is the right thing for me. This is what is here for me, and I have found my tribe, and I have found the people that I need to learn from. Now, remember what Eric had been sharing yesterday? How many people ever here get like a gut feeling, right? Or you know that something's right for you, yeah? We all have experienced something like that before, right? And you always hear a lot of people saying, go out there, take action, take action, take action, take action, take action. Have you taken action today? No? Well, go and take action, take action, take action, take action. I believe in taking action, but I will believe strongly in taking inspired action. That's action that comes from within, that you know it's the right thing. When I was sat there, it was a knowing that I needed to get myself out on this mastermind trip with Eric and the team. And just to let you know, like, you know, it was a 5-day mastermind where, like, you know, you get to wake up every single day with these guys. Not in the same bed. But you get to wake up and you spend your time with these guys day in and day out. The days go on 12, 14 hours, maybe days even over that. And you get to ask all your questions. Right? And if anybody else loves the terminology, if you don't ask, you won't get. This is the perfect place to do it. Keep asking. You get all the answers that you want. Now, what the interesting thing is, whenever people, family, friends, heard what it is that I was doing, 6,997, that's expensive, but we know expensive doesn't exist from yesterday. Expensive compared to what? And just to share with you guys, that exact same mastermind trip, where you're with Eric and the team, you can use it to brand yourself for association. You can use it to get positioning, to ask as many questions as you want, get the perfect pitch for yourself. That's the exact same mastermind trip that Harriet Bratt was on that got her webinar template off Eric that she runs week in and week out. And what's your conversion rate been? 25 to 30%. Can we please give her a hand? That's the exact same mastermind trip that little 21-year-old Irish got a video template off Mr. Ho, because I asked, a phone call script off Mr. Ho, because I asked, And when you guys were sat here yesterday learning from Mr. Ho, I just made a 4K seal down the back of the room. Right? From a video template and from one phone call template. Just on the phone, speaking to somebody. Obviously, there was the relationship side of things there as well. It wasn't just check this out. But those exact same tools and strategies that he shared with me in Vietnam allowed me to do that yesterday. Now, do you think I can do that again? Yes. Do you think I can do that over and over and over and over and over again? Yes. Right? That's exact same template. By the way, that was not my first time, by the way. The Vietnam trip was like 6, 7, 8 months ago. I've been doing that since then. And that's why I shared with you yesterday, at the age of 21, with the accountant, I was able to see, wow, 6 figures within the first year of entrepreneurship. But to reiterate, I'm just sharing that with you guys because I know it's possible for each and every single one of you. And this gentleman over here, Reese, is it? Reese really inspired me yesterday whenever I heard you saying that, like, only 21, working in the tech business, is it? Yeah, tech company, wants to go out there and inspire more and more young people. I think that's thrilling. I think that's inspiring. But I want you all to know as well, because I work with people of all ages. Like Eric said yesterday, he was learning spirituality from a 21-year-old. The only thing he didn't tell you was it was me. I'm only joking. I'm not at that level yet. I'm beyond that level, But being serious here, I just want you guys to think that whenever opportunities come up your way, whenever you leave this room and opportunities come up, turn off the negativity, turn off the doubt, turn off this person's trying to sell to me, this person's trying to do this. What's in it for you? What's the return? What can you get from it? Because I like going back to what I said before I spoke here. If I wasn't sat in this seat, if I didn't take that inspired action a year ago, if I didn't trust, if I didn't have a knowing within myself, I wouldn't be standing here today to be able to share this story with you guys. And going back to what we said yesterday, I want you to repeat it after me again, just to instill learning. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always had. Just remember that before that next verbal diarrhea of a complaint comes out of your mouth. You're responsible for your own life. You're responsible for the choices and the decisions that you make every single day. You hold the power. Don't go blaming your mom and dad because of this. Don't go blaming your friends, your families, your work people telling you that you can or cannot do it. Don't go there. I'm not going to serve you. Make the conscious decision that you're committing to your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations. Make it a knowing. You all raised your hands here yesterday, I seen from the back of the room, that you were certain that your big goal, your big dream was going to come true. Am I right? Nice and high again here today. We're on day 2. Nice and high. Yeah, great. Have that knowing and know that there's people out there who've got the results already that you want to get. Can we all think here of somebody who's got the results that we want to get where you're going? It's possible. It's possible. It's just knowing it, it's understanding it, it's committing to it, and going out there to do whatever it takes to get yourself there. Do we agree? Yes. It's finding somebody who's got the results that you want to get and investing in what I like to call shortcuts. Invest in shortcuts. Speak to the people. We've told you, grab this team down the back of the room at any point. Man's looking at me as if to say, no, man, they're going to be attacking me. He's our internet marketing guy, and he literally knows everything about funnels, right? But honestly, speak to these guys at any time. Harriet, Vivian, all these people down the back of the room, Olivia, all have got something really incredible to share with you guys to empower you to go out there and make it your life, but to make the commitment now inside this room today that when you walk out through these doors, no one, no thing, or no person is going to stop you, right? So would you all like to make that commitment right now? Yes. Yeah? Yes. Okay. I just want you to repeat after me. I commit to live in the life that I desire. I commit to doing whatever good it takes to go out there and make my mission, my dream, my reality. Done. Nice. Thank you. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, so back to the question again. I want to do that again. Are we all ready to learn? Yes. Give me a better yes. What? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Are we all ready to learn? Yes. I don't think he's ready to learn. Okay. But what was I going to say? I honestly mean it. I want you guys to really, really, really play Fallout this weekend. I want you to take it to a whole new level today. I want you guys to really amp it up and really play Fallout and ask as many questions as you can. Raise your hand, get involved, ask for the mic, right? Stand up that you have this team running down the back to get your questions, to get committed and putting it out there. But team, do we have a video of the mastermind trip just quickly that we can show these guys of what you can expect on the mastermind trip if we have one on here?
Hey guys! Really excited to be in Penang, Malaysia.
Masterminding out here in Malaysia has been awesome. Everybody just supports each other, and I don't believe it's any coincidence that you get much more done when you're out in a different country or out in context, because you're no longer distracted by anyone, and you also get to meet some awesome people and just collaborate.
Eric in that relaxed atmosphere of him actually taking a look at what you do in your business and him being able to scale it, him being able to break it down step by step. He has this gift of guiding you and getting out of you what your business needs, what you personally need. This was life transforming. I thank him for this experience and for believing in me and valuing what it is that I do. And standing up for that, because I know now there's nothing that will stop me. Nothing. Thank you.
What we actually have learned here in the week, the strategies and how to help more people, how to impact more lives, create new businesses, create new strategies, it's been incredible, because people go and study for this business studies, you know, they're doing long-term courses, but actually coming to Mastermind for 1 or 2 weeks, you learn much more in that week, because you don't get, again, distracted by the day-to-day life, and you are taken out of the context and out of your comfort zone. So it's absolutely amazing.
If you want change in your life, real change, but if you want to do it in radical time and have fun doing it, then this is the place you need to be.
Looks pretty fun, right? Looks good, yeah? Yeah? Would you like to be out in Penang? Has anybody actually been to Penang before? One person? Wow. Looks pretty cool, right? That is the trip that literally changed everything for me. That trip literally transformed my life, gave me skills that no matter what happens to me, no matter where I go, no matter where I can travel, I can use every single day. And I can take with me into my business, into my personal life, into my relationships with other people that can truly transform and make a lasting, long-lasting difference towards other people. So, are we ready to learn? Yes! You guys are so fired up, right? You know what I'm going to ask you to do now. Can I ask everybody to please stand up? Right. Just before we bring Eric out, I know it's Saturday morning, just let's give a big stretch up. Yeah, and just a groan to the right, your left. Groan it out, and to this side, to my left, your right. Got it. And now support your back, and just look right back at the other person. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and bring it down into your knees. Stretch it right out. Okay, and nice big circles. Okay, come on, Juana. Come on, bigger circles than that. Nice. Okay, and smaller circles. Smaller. Smaller. Okay, guys, are we ready? Give me a yes.